I'm Shauna with the Ogden Valley Events, and this is Annie. Welcome. So tell us about your business.
Yeah, I own Urban Prairie Agriculture, and it's a small business I've recently just started, and it focuses on growing food yourself and getting the community involved in growing their own.
So why is that important, and why are you passionate about it?
It's important because currently agriculture is really under threat in our area.
Sure.
So we face a shortage of water, we face issues with soil exhaustion and short growing seasons, particularly here in Utah.
Right. So how does growing the way that you grow help with those things?
Yeah, so I grow on a small scale using whatever space is available with a technique called aeroponics, which uses a minimal amount of water to grow plants to maturity. So it saves on water, it saves on chemicals in the environment because it's grown indoors.
Right.
It saves on carbon footprint of shipping produce clear across the nation.
Right.
And it also allows you to have power over your own food.
Right. So you explained to me earlier that one of the greatest things is that you're, like when I grow in my yard, like once the tomato plant is kind of done, it doesn't have any time to reproduce, correct?
Right.
So my tomato plant, I get my 12 tomatoes and then it's kind of done. So how is that different with your plants?
Yeah, so because we're growing indoor in a climate-controlled environment, we are able to have a longer growing season, which means that we can get produce off of a plant for longer than what the weather dictates.
Right. So how many more months do you get from a plant?
Yeah, so average you would have a plant fruiting if you're growing outside here in Utah. You'd have a plant fruiting for maybe, if you're lucky, 6 weeks.
Right.
Indoors, you can go, depending on the plant you have, you can go fruiting from 3 months to sometimes even up to 6 months.
Wow. That's huge difference in how much you get per plant, correct?
Right.
So it's even better for the environment.
It increases your yield per plant, which means less water and less chemicals to bring that plant to maturity.
Right. So let's talk about where you're growing. So I want you to know that we're inside of her garage.
This is my garage, you folks.
Right? And she has something really powerful here.
Yeah.
It's small, but she's able to grow a lot of different things in a short period of time. And how is that, what are you doing with it to help the community?
Sure. So primarily I like to educate people on how to do this themselves,
Right.
help them set up small farms in their homes, and give them the skills and access to the controls they need
Right.
in order to produce this similar situation for their own home in whatever space they have.
Right. So what types of things are you growing in here?
I have peppers, I have lettuce, I have tomato plants, I have basil and other herbs, oregano, thyme. I have microgreens, wheatgrass, all of this in about an 8-foot by 6-foot space.
Right. So really anybody can do this.
Anybody can do this.
So what's another really important thing is that I feel like you're empowering people that may not have the education or the knowledge, but you're teaching those that might not even have the finances how they can take seeds and turn it into something for their families.
That's absolutely right. One of my drivers in this is I was once a struggling single mom who dealt with the hurdle of providing food for my family. And I felt in control and in power when I was able to use whatever space I had in my tiny little apartment to grow our produce. And I want to provide that same access to others who might not know that this is a real possibility.
Right. So where do people find you?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook and Instagram under Urban Prairie Agriculture. You can also email me at urbanprairieagriculture@gmail.com.
And you also do the farmers market.
I am at the Ogden Farmers Market. I'm also at the USU Botanical Gardens Market in Kaysville on Thursday evenings.
Well, this is Annie. I appreciate you spending some time with us, and I look forward to knowing more about you and watching your business grow.
Hey, thank you so much for coming and